Hey guys, hope you're having an absolute awesome day, and today we're going to be looking at my new Lego city. Okay, so as you can see from the background, this is literally just the modulars that we've been building in the past. There's a couple here that I may not have got videos on the channel yet, which is such as this, the 3-in-1 creator set, but this is actually a version of it that's been completely redone so that it's 2 sets into 1. I'll do a video on that if I get a chance, or if you let me know in the comments below and I'll speed through doing that video. But today I thought I've never done this before. I've been looking at lots of videos online, I look at lots of ideas, so I thought you guys hopefully can get involved and help me create this city. So I had a comment when I mentioned it on my 3-in-1 creator set before of what I should call the actual city itself, and a few of the mentions were Brickington and I can't remember the other one, sorry. But Brickington stuck in my head because obviously the channel's Bricknit, so I thought Brickington could be quite good without the I. So that's what this city is going to be called for now. It's a work in progress one. If anyone has any other suggestions, then we maybe go with that. But at the moment, it's going to be called Brickington. So I brought a load of these plates. A lot of people don't know that these actually come in 2. So what you get is you get one road plate like this, and then another road plate. So you have to buy multiple sets to get the road plates. It's a little bit annoying, but I bought a couple sets of each. So I've got 4 straights with a bend in, 3 corners and 3 pedestrian crossings, which are the ones that for my city at the moment, I'm not really going to be able to use much. Now I've also bought 2 green plates and 2 blue plates because I do want to have sea and land in my city, obviously. But for now, they're just going to be there for templates. I've also got white ones which aren't official Lego and they're not going to be used. I'm literally just using them for the sizings so that I can see where's needed and what plates I need to buy. So, like I said, I've never done a video like this before, never shot a video like this before, so I'm just going to kind of ad hoc it, and hopefully these will get a lot better as we go through the series. But I just thought I want to take you on the journey from the very start, so let's get into it. So that took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. I have 5 modulars at the moment. Technically I only have 4, and then I have a small shop. So as you can see on the time lapse, that's kind of the setup I've got. I'm going to do a closer up in a second, but just thought I'd give you, if you guys have any ideas, if you've seen the layout from an overhead perspective, is that the kind of right layout to go with? I wanted to have something that had a sort of centerpiece, and then I'll explain why I've done certain areas and put it more in the middle for future expansions and what I've currently got ready to build as well. So let's get into it and have a closer look. Okay, so if I do this as sort of a vlogging kind of setup. Now the light isn't so great in here at the moment. I've kind of got some lighting put over there just to try and set it out. But okay, so I'll just do a side pan like this, just to show you the current layout. We do still have quite a whole base plate back there, as you can see by this white one. And obviously we've got about 2 or 3 base plates in front, which is where I want to do some sort of beach to sand to kind of area. But for now, this is going to be like the main high street down here. So I'll show you. On the very far end is the assembly square right there. Then this is corner garage. Diner is on its side because I really like the diners kind of sloping around. So I thought this would look good because in my room, the door is behind us that way and a lot of the room is that way. So I wanted the city to look good in both directions. So that's why I did that. So I wanted to have this kind of area. As you come through the door, you see this kind of strip light. And the reason for that is that I'm thinking of getting some sort of train station right here. Now, I have an idea for a certain train station. It's whether I can get it or not. I don't want the train or the accessories with it. But I'm thinking of getting the Disney train station set to go here, kind of on this corner. And then I wanted to have a train going all the way around the outside of the area, which is why I've left a big gap. So that's the reason that there is a gap here and a gap here. Now I've actually done a whole base plate each side, but realistically I think I'm only going to do a base plate here, because what I'm thinking of doing here is having some sort of tunnel entrance. So cars would drive down this way and it would kind of go into the wall, have some sort of tunnel that's leading through, so that might be a bit bigger, and then a bigger tunnel at the back as well, so it's almost like so you could then elevate houses above at the back. And then this side I might reduce this down, because I only probably need it as one, because I'm only using one train track for now. I've only got one track, so this could be a lot shorter, going around and then maybe clipping here depending on what I've got to hand and how much I can build this up. So I've also put here, I forgot to remove them, this is a bus that I recently built and a bus stop, so I'll show you those more in detail. So this is a bus that I built recently with my girlfriend, and I really like this bus, and I was just placing it there just to kind of, you know, make it look like there's some cars and things in the setup at the moment. And this is the bus stop that goes with it. Now obviously the ramp and things go into the room, so I'm going to have to modify this, which is what I might do in a second. And then I want to tile all of this around to kind of just start, because this side here is quite ugly on the downtown diner, but I thought if you start adding things onto the pavement, it'll kind of block it up. So put that back there. And then there is an alleyway here, which I thought looked quite nice, because you've got the overhang here of the diner and the stairway with this, which is the bookshop here, Birch Books. So I need to remove these tiles here and replace them, remove the holes. But I thought it's quite a nice little alleyway through there. I'm not sure whether the bookshop's going to stay here, but for now it looks okay, and it fits very, very nicely. That's why I've put it here next to this smaller 3-in-1 building that I've got. Just gives it that kind of, they've got similar heights, and then the pet shop on the corner with more residential housing. So it's kind of like old street to modern. And then this is where I would have the train step. And then I just put this here for now just to kind of show, but I think there would have to be obviously a drive over, or even another tunnel, but the cars could go through the tunnel and the train somehow. So that was kind of my thoughts. Here's it from another angle. And there is the assembly square. Now assembly square actually pops out a little bit more, and I like that because the assembly square is a base plate and a half. So we've got half a base plate to play with here, which again is why I could kind of cut the train maybe in, or have a little park there or something next to the train station, which could look quite cool. But obviously this is a massive work in progress. So you probably saw a load of yellow bins, which are actually here. Now these bins are full of base plates. So I've got 2x4, what they call it, light stone, or it is light bluish grey. And then I've got a load of these ones. This is for clipping on Lego minifigures, and 2 of these as well. So I can start tiling, as well as I bought these because I wanted to add some details on the pavement somehow. So I'm going to figure that out on how I want it. I've watched a couple of videos and I like people using this as an additional layer. So I think I'll start paving the area for now. Okay, so now we kind of got a simple layout of the city. I thought I'm going to concentrate on the pavements. Like I said, I've got a load of the tiles. So I thought I'd start on the diner, which is the corner section, and then look at implementing the bus stop as well as the bus, and a few little character scenes around that area, and I'm going to slowly go around the city. But I thought whilst I'm doing this, I'm going to give you a close-up of how I'm going to do my pavements, and whether you guys agree with that or whether you think there's a better way of doing it. But I'm just using the parts I've got. I can maybe do some bricklink orders if you guys give me some really good suggestions, but let's get into doing the front of the diner. Okay, so this is currently how the diner is when you buy it from the set. Now, as you can see here, I've actually changed this base plate. If you saw originally, it was one of the normal ones, but I saw on a video somewhere, I don't know where it is, but I really like the fact that they use these sections as places that you could pull the car in. Now, because this diner actually has a little parking meter, which I really, really like, I thought what a great place to kind of put that next to a car. Now, because of how this is laid out, it doesn't quite fit, so I think it would actually look better there. So I think I'm going to move the stud over one and then have the car parked out front of the diner to kind of give it that cool look. And then we'll obviously have this alleyway down the side, which I need to do brick up because the back is kind of a horrible beigey colour, so that's going to need to be tiled up as well. But first I thought I'd start with this bit because it's a little bit easier here, which what I thought was easier, but I think it's a little bit more complicated, and then do the plate at the front here as well. So firstly, I'll put that back. I think I'm going to change up that and then take these tiles off here, and then I think I'm going to do an edging. So I was thinking on the edges here to do a dark grey, but then a light grey for that kind of the contrast, and then have these bits here in the darker grey. So it'd be kind of like that up to there. So I'm going to carry on and do that, and then I'll get back to you and see what you guys think. I'm also not sure whether to do a big tile, little tile, kind of a pattern. So let me guys know what you think of that. I don't have as many of these, so if that's the case, I might have to come back and do that later. But for now, I'll get on with that and then I'll show you my progress. Okay, so this is where I've got up to. I'll remove the car for now so you can see more. But I've actually decided not to do these 4x2 plates all the way along. It looked too patterned and I actually quite like it like this instead. So I've kind of just put them every now and again, and also further down here, if you can see. I've done them every now and again, so just not as patterned, because really pavements aren't that patterned. They're kind of, there's been broken ones and things throughout the time. So I've also moved the ticket machine over one, and I've got the guy paying. I need to give him a little bit of money, like a 5 cents or something, to pay for the ticket machine, because I'm going to put his car there, which is the car that comes with the diner set. So does he. But he's paying to obviously go up to his recording studio to make his multi-million-pound album. So I think I quite like this little addition here. And it doesn't matter if it goes over the edge here and here, because they're going to clip into other base plates next to it. In fact, I could do that right now just to show you. Like so, if you can see that on the camera. So it won't matter because this will then go along there. So the next thing I was looking at is these lights here. They're very retro, and you get them with all the buildings, the modular buildings. But I had this one, which came in the bus set, and I really like this. Looks like a lot of UK lights are like this. So I was kind of looking at placing that there instead to kind of give it that more modern look, and the fact that this is more of a diner. I'm not too sure. What do you guys think? I might add some plates on or something to just neaten it up. I'm not too sure about this bit, but I had a look at changing it and putting a plate over it, and it kind of just raises the level a bit too much, so it didn't really look quite right. But I could put some sort of tiled piece here so it looks like it's actually a mechanical area or something. But for now, I quite like that. I'm going to leave it there, I think. I haven't got any more of them, so I just have to see if I like it or not. But that's it for the front of the diner. Now I'm going to move on to the side of the diner, which is where I'm going to modify this so that it fits and looks quite nice. So if I turn around the diner, okay, so as you can see, the diner here has got this horrible, they didn't tile the bottom of the diner for some reason. But what I wanted to do was, as I said before, was create this alleyway. So the bookshop will go up to there like that. And so I wanted this to be like a nicer looking alleyway. So I wanted to tile this to match also this. So I think there's going to have to be a layer of grey here, potentially, and then going into the alleyway dark grey. So I thought I'd do that quickly, just to kind of tidy up this corner and see how it looks. And then I also wanted to do the bus stop here as well. So I'm going to be tiling that too and adding that on, as well as I'm going to see if I can remove these. I don't know if I've got any spare pieces, but I'll have a quick look and see if I can alter those as well. So then this bit at least is finished for now. Okay, as you can see, I've started to set up some scenes around this little area now. So if you can see in the top left, we'll start with the rocker. He now has a 5-cent coin that he's putting into the machine because he's now actually paying for his car. And I realized that his car would be that way because in the UK we drive on the left, so that's why the bus is over here. And then I've done a little scene with a little girl here going into the diner to get a breakfast for the morning, I might put another minifigure next to her, which might be her parent or something, taking her for her breakfast. And then we've got a commuter here on his bike, just about to put his bike into the bike rack here to take the bus. And his dog has decided to follow him because he doesn't want to be left alone. And then here we've got a little girl waiting with her granddad. She's on a mobile phone and he's sitting there with his briefcase. And I kept the poster, but I've actually put the poster here instead and put the bus times on the side, which is actually how it is in the UK. We usually have the adverts inside here like that. But I think that has a nice little scene there. It takes away, you know, this corner here is a little bit more interesting now with that bus stop there. And then down in the alley, I've tiled this all up in the lighter grey for now because I thought it looked a little bit better. And I've got a thug there waiting. Now I was going to put an older person or someone, an unsuspecting bystander here, maybe walking out and haven't seen him. But then what I was going to do was maybe have Batman or somebody on here, or some sort of superhero who he is actually preying on the unsuspecting thug. So I thought that could be quite a cool little scene. And then here we obviously have the birch books with the child that comes with that set with his plane and the little pigeon or whatever it is, bluebird. And then I've just set this guy up here walking into his house to go and visit his parents who are actually sitting at the table. And then my road sweeps here. I was going to get him out and put him on the road sorting out because this is where I've kind of stopped with the tiling for now. And as you can see, all the tiling's been done for this corner for now. I also thought this looked quite nice. I decided to add one of the grill tiles around where the grill picture is, just to kind of give it a little bit of finish. I'd love to know what your guys' views are on that. I think it looks quite good. And also, I decided to tile the top of this in black because it had the stud showing, just to kind of clean it up. It might look better if it was red or grey, but I just used black because it's what I had at the moment. But I think from a distance, it's starting to look like quite a nice little scene now on that corner. And I'll just show you quickly by going around here that I have also started to tile around this area as well. And I put this horrendous rendition of a really bad fence for now just on the corner, just to see kind of where it would tie, because obviously that's gardens. And I've tiled down here and I've tiled the corner like this. Now I'm not sure how you do corners. That's kind of how I did it. If anyone else has any way better ideas, let me know, but it doesn't look too bad. But it doesn't look too good either, so I think that corner looks better. And then I literally just put this newsstand here with a man paying money. It's not going to stay like that, but I didn't know if that looked quite good, because you would maybe get like a newsagent's or something, a little shop next to the garage for filling up for petrol. And this is the only place in my city at the moment in which we have a petrol station. So I thought I might actually use that and put the newsstand there, but take obviously the base plate off and nicely plate it up and have it at an angle with all the daily newspapers. So that's kind of me setting a scene already. And I'd set a little scene here as well, which was the manager of the rocker. Obviously he's late, so she's looking out to see where the hell he is, and she's obviously peering down and seeing that he's there putting some money in to get his £1 million record on the go. So I'm going to leave it there for now. This is my first week of my update for my LEGO City. I don't know whether to do one of these every week or every 2 weeks or even every month. I'm very lucky to be able to have this amount of space, but I know this is probably still quite a small city compared to a lot of people online. But I really want to get on and do this and create a really good city. So if you guys have any ideas for themes, setting up, certain buildings to buy or mock ideas to do, then just let me know in the comments below. As for what I'm doing next, I have no idea. I'm just going to carry on and see where it takes me, see where my imagination takes me. So if you want to carry on and see that, then please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.